Hello everybody! Welcome to this episode of Inside My Pen Case. Today we have a very special guest, Radhia Rahman. Am I saying your last name correct?
Rahman.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's close enough.
Yeah.
It's like either that or like ramen, like the food.
We're really excited to have you here. Radhia is like a really good friend of ours back from our Sunnyside shop days. She's a local artist that we love, and she used to always come to the shop like back when you were just a wee college student at the time, right?
I was just so excited that like there was like a shop that had like stationery within walking distance, and like taking my brother there after school there too.
Yes,
was so
your
fun.
brother is so cute. You'd always say he was like so awkward, but I thought he was like really cute and just like very interested in everything. And
he was
listening. Yeah. So I loved your brother, and like your mom would come, like your whole family would come to the shop.
Yeah, I'd bring them. I was like, come on, we gotta go to the pen store.
Yay!
Yeah.
So today, Radhia is here to show us our pen case, and obviously it's been a few years since you've been a college student and you've been up to so much. You're like a full established artist whose work I love. I love your style. It's like very pink. And you illustrate cats and plants and like all of these things that I love so much. So of course, it's like an honor to have you here. But do you want to talk a little bit more about like your art and like what your style was like?
Yeah, sure. I was just like, when you mentioned like coming into the shop when I was a college student, I literally came in there like wondering like what I was gonna do like post graduating, and then obviously the pandemic happened, and so I feel like that gave me so much time to like draw and explore exactly the content I wanted to illustrate, and also whether or not I wanted to share bits of that with the rest of the world. And slowly somehow I just figured out like illustration itself is storytelling through images. So I was like, I feel like literally the other day I was like, I am someone who is South Asian, who is a full-time artist. There are not many of us out here.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm like a woman of color. I'm also queer. There's not many of us out here doing all those things combined.
Right.
So to sort of like do all that, I was like, wow, like I have some kind of significance when it comes to other people who would like to do the same thing. And as much as I love drawing my cat Kuni and just drawing cats in general or plants and like the things that I enjoy, because when I draw for me, and I think the people that enjoy that gravitate towards it, and that's what's really nice, because then I don't have to feel the pressure of like drawing what's relevant to stay relevant.
Right.
And so also drawing like South Asian women, and like I don't see a lot of, like I didn't grow up with a lot of like cartoons, animations, or even like comics or children's books that had to deal with specifically like Bengali stories. So for me to input my experience in the form of artwork and put it out into the world, like that was my main drive. And then in the pandemic, like just exploring that area, like being more in touch with my culture, like even fashion, and like I feel like in high school I was trying so hard to like blend in with everyone, and it didn't feel right with me. Like I grew up as like a little alternative emo kid throughout middle school.
Yeah.
So when I realized that I genuinely enjoyed fun colors, and I stopped listening to that voice in my head that's just like, you have to be mature and like blend in with everyone else. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna have fun. Like I started wearing like funkier earrings, more colorful clothes, and like doing my makeup in a way that like makes me happy. And like I found that like my art and the way that I dressed started like looking like each other. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so true. I like that. Yeah.
And like art has just been a huge influence to like just my existence. You know, there are some people that separate themselves from their artwork, and I feel like for me, like those two areas overlap.
Yeah, and I love how like you really are honest about like who you are and like what you believe in. Like I always love watching like your stories, and I learned a lot last week just from your stories about like Bengali food, and like you were saying how you always thought like Bengali food was like kind of unhealthy or like oily, but then you realized like it's very vegetable based, and like how you're embracing like your culture and your family and where you're from.
I thought the epitome of health was like grilled chicken
and like
salad.
And
like I feel like Asian vegetables, there's like so much more, and I was like, I enjoy eating this. Like this makes me feel comfortable, and like there are some people that like follow my work for the art, and there are some people that follow me for like my moral values.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's either way. Like I'm glad that like I can have like I can genuinely be me and share that, because there are some people that have like an internet personality, and I'm like, no, I'm genuinely just like this.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's very true about you. So I admire that about you a lot. Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for telling us a little bit about that. We have two very fat pencil cases in front of us today. Yeah, exactly, which we are very excited to dive into today. Which do you want to start with, or do you want to tell us a little bit about your two pen cases and like how they're different?
Yeah, of course. So I don't carry two at the same time. I brought two because I interchange between them. So if I'm drawing, or like if I'm going to a park, or I'm specifically telling myself I'm going to go outside and draw, I will bring this one with me. And when I open it, I'll show you. I like how when I open it, it like opens flat, so I can access it. It's also clear, but this pencil case also isn't a pencil case. It's actually a toiletry bag.
I love that.
It's like TSA approved, but I really liked it because of like, there's like this little patch. It's called Rough Enough.
It says Rough Enough,
and I just love the little paw, and I didn't put my name on it yet, but there's just like these little badges. It's just like the little details. And I also have my tiny little Tamagotchi.
It's so cute. It has a little, like a pen.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
So I can attach charms on there.
That's so cute.
And so this is like the big one where I can like, more real estate, can put a lot of stuff in it, take it with me.
Yeah, you can even fit like more stuff in there. You really
I just like to keep it light because it does get really heavy. And then in here I have more of I like narrow down the essentials. So like when I'm traveling, like, or if I'm not intending to draw, but I do bring my sketchbook, or I do bring my journal, like I'll take this with me, and it has like a pen, a pencil, eraser, maybe like one fun color.
Like the basics.
Yeah. Just a very, very basic. So that's the only difference, and it's just like this really cute.
But the pen case itself is nothing but basic. It is so cute.
Yeah, it's Sanrio company. I remember, I don't know what the cheery
I don't know either. I can't keep up with all the characters. Like I only know the ones I grew up with.
I think it's like a vintage one, like one of those really old ones that got abandoned because it didn't get enough love. But it's getting love from me now because it's super cute.
And it's so you. It's so you.
I've been super into gingham lately.
I love it.
It's really cute. Yeah. So these are my two pencil cases.
All right. So should we dive into like your main hefty supplies?
Yeah. Do you want to open it, or do you want me to open it?
Please, I wouldn't dare.
Okay, I'll open it. So it opens like this. There's two zippers, like two zip pulls. So I like that. There's also a handle here, which is really nice.
Yeah,
so I like to like quickly grab my stuff, but it opens up all the way like this.
Ooh.
So I'm able to like see everything.
Yeah.
And I have, clearly you can see like I have a lot of pens, but I have multiples of like a Fineliner, or like two different colors of an acrylic marker, and I have some like utility stuff like a ruler and an X-Acto blade.
Yeah.
And then over here I like that it does have a little zip pouch for things that I'm not using constantly, like correction tape or like the double-sided tape that I bought from you guys. And I think I have some like note paper here.
So cute.
I have I bring my pencil case because I sketch a lot. So I mainly work digitally, but there's something about just physically using materials when it feels right. So I'm very picky about pens. I will, especially with the pandemic, like a lot of art stores were like, please don't touch anything unless it's necessary, and I'm the type of person that has to touch everything. I need to feel if it's right.
I definitely get that. I mean, that's what our store is all about, and that's why we were closed for so long. So like we couldn't let people touch everything.
But it's the same thing with paper. Like I have to, if it's like a good pen, paper, pencil, paper combination. But I have like these Fineliners, and I really love ink. Some of these are like brush pens too, but I'm like trying to pull out all the Fineliners that I can see here, because I also sometimes use waterproof writing pens as Fineliners. But I have here, this is a Uni Pen. I like to have a thin point because it just, I just prefer like thinner lines. I feel like that way I can, I don't know, just it's a preference of mine. Some people like thicker, like size, like full, like one size pens. But I love to have a super, super thin line. And
so how thin is that one?
I can show you. Hopefully it's not dried out.
Hopefully not. It's okay, you have so many.
So this is the 01,
This
is the Uni Pen.
I see.
And this is waterproof, really and this I got from Daiso.
Oh.
It was really interesting. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. They have some really good stuff there. This is what I used to use. This is a Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen. This is the extra small. However, like the tip gets worn down really easily. But the reason I have multiple is because sometimes one is darker than the other.
Yeah.
Because over time it can fade just a little bit, even though these are usually archival.
Mm-hmm.
This is a deleter, and I like that the branding has like a little black cat.
It looks just like Kuni.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
This is like a comic brand, like a mangaka brand. So
okay.
like for manga
I've never
artists,
seen that one before.
Yeah.
It looks like a whiteout pen or something, but it's not.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
not. Yeah. So this is also like a fine line,
Oh, wow.
and like some of these are like stiffer. I feel like I've used other fine liners before, and it's like really like tough.
Yeah.
And these like hold up really, really well.
Yeah.
This is a brush pen, and this is the thick tip I use to fill in areas. And so on the other end, I love this. It's like a stiffer nib, and so it's like I can just like. It's like Totoro now. Sorry, this is a weird angle.
So
but
cute.
Yeah. And so I can just like take the other end and just like fill him in. Yeah. It's really bad because I'm like at a weird angle.
It's so cute still. I remember like one of the first things, like when we were open in Sunnyside, we used to let people draw on our window, and you came by and I think you drew Kuni like that. And I love how like that was like probably 4 years ago, but like this really rounded face of a cat has like stuck with all of your illustrations like throughout the years.
The reason that I draw him like that is because he literally just looks like that. Yeah. He's like a void, like a cute chunky little void. He's not chunky, he's just like very big, but like he puffs up his cheeks when he gets embarrassed. But he looks like that with like 2 round eyes.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. And then this pen, I literally cleaned this out because I have to make sure this is a high maintenance. This is one of those really old architecture drafting pens.
Yeah.
It's like a Rapidograph, or I guess this one's called a Isograph. It's by rOtring.
Is it one of those that has like the tip that comes out and goes back in? Yeah.
So this is the best. It's a little leaky, but like this is the thinnest pen I've ever used in the world. It's like a hairline.
But you do have to like clean it.
Yeah, there's maintenance, but I do like that it's refillable. So like the zero waste aspect about it.
Right,
so I can clean the tip, and it's also like not a felt tip, it's like metal. Yeah. So it's gonna withstand the test of time.
Right.
Yeah, and I
That's
just
crazy.
love it.
It is really like I thought these
thin.
were fine, but this is like
the finest pen
like
I've ever owned in my
0.05 or
life.
something. Very crazy. Yeah. And you definitely can see the differences between like some of the inks are darker and some of the inks are like lighter, like that one.
Yeah. So these are the fine liners.
Very cool. That was like just the fine liner is the tip of the iceberg here.
So I have options. I like to give myself options.
Right.
But like picking the options and like only choosing one to take with me is the hardest part.
Yeah,
Whenever Julian's like, all right, we're ready to go outside, and I'm like, but I can't bring this, and I'm like trying to pick and choose which one I want to bring.
Yeah, it's a real dilemma.
I guess next we can go to the acrylic markers.
Ooh,
I
okay.
think I only have 2 in here. Yeah, so I have 2 acrylic markers. One is Posca, the Uni-posca, everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
And then the other one is actually a different brand. This is by Montana. Montana is known for their spray paints. And so I love this color. I love this color so much because I also have a Sakura Jelly Roll gel pen in the same, like it's like a rocket red color.
Like neon pink. Yeah.
And I just love it. And I use this to like sometimes cover up areas of artwork that I like messed up.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah, I love this color.
It's like a pink correction tape, but like
so like these 2 are like the same color. I like to get surprisingly enough, even though they're different brands.
Right.
So if I want to do like little details, I can just use like the gel pen, right? Or if I want to cover big areas, or like for example, like if I want to make like big bubble letters, I can just use this. So it's like really fun. I love to even like play around with like typography. Yeah. Even though that's not what I mainly do, but typography can also be a form of illustrating as well. Yeah. And then this one is just it's like a blue. I love this like cornflower blue.
Ooh, yeah. I love that. Yeah, I always see you using your Posca markers.
Yes, I love it.
You do.
Yeah. And this one's refillable. You can even like kind of mix the inks together. Secret trick. Yeah. Posca's also refillable, but it's like you have to kind of finesse it a little bit. Yeah. So don't throw them out. Don't throw them out.
Hot tip.
I have my rainbow pencil from you guys. Aww. Yeah, I love this. It's just there's so much. Like It's so great.
Yes.
Like I have a whole spread in my sketchbook that I showed you guys.
Yeah.
With just the rainbow pencil drawings with this. And then I have these two
Oh,
pens. I
did you
love
get this
it.
recently? You got them like
I got this one recently.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
because they only have the regular colors, and then I saw that they had like these beautiful colors. And I was
They
like,
do.
I'm also gonna get some of these too, but in colors I don't have because I love it.
They match your pants today.
Yes,
You
they
guys
do.
can't
Hold
see,
on,
but
let's
they
see.
do.
There. I'm wearing my lilac pants.
They call them the nuance colors, so those are some nuance pants.
I'm a nuance person. Yeah, but I like the tip of this. I remember Miwa was also showing me.
Yeah.
And she was like, she was so gracefully like using this. They're a little worn down because this is the pen that I used to write my thank you notes for my orders.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So like, it'll be like, thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then I'll draw like a little cat.
So cute. I love how your doodles are like, if you were to come to the store and doodle on a notepad, I would be able to pick out your doodles.
Yeah, that's good because consistency is very important when you are someone who's like in the professional industry.
No, you're very consistent.
Yeah.
Like, this is so
And then I have
Radhia.
the dark blue, and I just love that like if I hold it up, like it's like a thin line, or if I could press it down, like Miwa was showing.
Yes,
It's like,
yeah.
goes from being thick to thin.
That's what's so great
Yeah.
about these touch sign pens.
Yeah, it's so good, and like even there's like a little bit of a gradient at the end.
Yeah, the ink is very
so
wet.
these two, I love these.
Yay.
Carry them around with me. I also draw with them sometimes. I have more. I have so many pens. I have these two late pens.
Wow.
I'm just gonna open them both at the same time.
I love those colors.
Yeah.
I know they come
Just
in like a million colors of the
like-
pen.
I realized that I was drawing these motifs in my art, like little squiggles.
Yeah.
And like that's the motion that I always do to see if a pen is right for me. Like I just do this, and if it feels good
Oh.
like that, then I'm like, yes, this is the one for me.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. And then so like in my artwork, sometimes you'll see like a little like loopy thing like this, and that's where it comes from.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah. It's like my comfort motif.
You do the squiggly.
Yes. Or I draw like little stars or flowers, and I'm like, I like this. Yeah. So I have two of these light pens, and then
Oh,
this,
you have some Sarasa clips. Well,
so
this is not a Sarasa.
this is from MUJI.
Yeah.
They also discontinued this one. I'm
Oh,
so
sorry. MUJI keeps discontinuing
They keep
people's like favorite things.
But it's like they discontinued the good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you do?
I don't know.
But this is a really nice. This is what I use in my journal often, and it's like this really cute pink. It's like a little darker, but it looks different on different papers. Like this is more like
This is a
paper.
cream color paper, so it probably comes off more
Yeah.
red.
So I just like the convenience of it, and also the clips are like really cute.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite gel pen ever. I bought like I think like 3 or 4 from you guys.
These are
I was
great.
Like, if this ever gets discontinued, at least I have like 4 of them.
I'm sad that these aren't refillable, but like, yeah, they're really, really cute.
Yeah. And so like this, I haven't used it in a while, so I hope it runs. It's like it's multicolored.
Yeah, it's like all of your favorite colors swirled into
Yes.
one.
It doesn't do the justice when you just draw one thing or like write one thing, but when you write a letter, you can
yeah.
see the whole gradient,
Yes.
and it looks so cool. Like
Yeah.
whenever I send letters to people, I always use this pen. Like if I send like the
Yay.
first letter to someone,
Yeah.
because some people are like don't do snail mail, and like
Uh-huh.
I tried to do that during the pandemic because I was
Yeah.
like, I may not be able to see you, but I can send you a letter.
Yeah.
So that's what I started doing with this pen.
That's so cool. Yeah, you can really see like the difference between the gradient in at the beginning and at the end of the letter. So that's what's really cool about those.
Let's see, do I have any more pens? Okay,
my
so I
gosh.
have one more pen in here, and this is I bought it from you guys. This is
I
like
know. We actually haven't sold that pen in a long time, so I'm like, that's how I know you're like an OG customer.
Literally, when I bought this, there was only one of this.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's mine now.
I want to say it's from like our pop-up days, actually. That was just like grandfathered into Yoseka as we kept going, but I'm glad you found it.
It's really good. They have other colors too, but I love this blue. Like, it's like, it has like a little bit of a thickness to it. Like if you see it from the side, like and then it dries a little bit lighter as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna continuously draw Queenies. Comfort animal.
He's like no idea how much he's left.
I think he does. Like I think about like literally the fact that the entire parts of the world, like people around the world, strangers around the world, are like, Queenie, you can do it. They're wishing him good luck because I was so nervous about him moving in. They're like, Queenie, we love you, and I'm like, we're all manifesting good vibes for him.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like he's doing well.
He's doing exceptionally
so
well.
we're
better
all
than
of our well wishes.
He's a good boy. He's so good. These are just 3 colored pencils I have. I just use them to sort of shade. I feel like there are moments where I don't use skin tone. Sometimes I'll use like a dark pink as a skin tone. Like I love using like colors that you wouldn't usually see, like not regular colors for things. Like sometimes I'll make the leaves of plants blue. So I just use this if I want to like add texture or shading, or like I feel spontaneous. I usually don't use colored pencils because I don't work traditionally, but I like to sketch with them. So these are just like these Faber-Castell Polychromos, and they're like the smoothest colored pencil like in the world, and like they're just colors that part of my palette.
Right, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
These, I love the color, these 3 colors together.
And they're also like, they're nice to hold. Like it's like thicker than a regular pencil.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit like a wider diameter.
Yeah.
So cool.
And then let's go to mechanical and traditional pencils.
Okay.
So this mechanical pencil, this little grip thing has yellowed because I've literally had this since freshman year of high school.
High school.
Or maybe I'm wrong, because I told you that story about my pencil case getting stolen. This wasn't it, and maybe I rebought it. So still in high school, but this is not the OG original one that I had. But this is the one mechanical pencil that I can withstand.
Yeah.
Because after I started drawing with like a regular wood pencil, I forgot how much I loved wood pencils. And drawing with mechanical pencils is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because you're only getting like one line weight.
Right.
This is a 0.3. 0.3 is like the lead that I use for the size that I like for mechanical pencils.
That's thin. Okay.
Yeah. This is the Pilot Color Eno, and this is a 0.7 lead. It's a thicker lead, but it's colored lead. And I remember coming to your store, and I'm like, can you get this lead?
Yes, I remember you asking for this lead.
So whenever I do gouache paintings or watercolor is my enemy, but I do like gouache. So because it's wet media, this lead is water soluble. So sometimes I'll like draw like really lightly, like something really lightly, and then if I go over it with water, it kind of disappears, which is nice. So I'll have my initial sketch for something with this lead, and it's really nice because it doesn't smudge as much as a regular, if I use a colored pencil, and colored pencil doesn't come off really easy. Yeah. So it's nice that I can erase this.
Right, yeah.
And this is also great for comics, like if you're like storyboarding a comic or something. Yeah, like people use blue lead because it doesn't pick up on the scan, but I like the red. The red is nice because I just like paint something. This is like a really nice lead that's forgiving to erase. And also
good
just
to
like
know.
disappears. But it's sometimes part of the painting too, and that's nice as well.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 graphite pencils. I use HB because that's like the perfect hardness. It's not too dark, not too light, doesn't smudge.
Yeah.
This is the Prismacolor Turquoise, and I like using this. I'm very particular about pencils. If it doesn't feel right, or if it splits, I'm like if it sharpens and it sharpens weird, I'm like, I don't want this anymore. So this one is like, I have like a long point hand crank sharpener. I didn't bring it here because it's like literally
it's one of those on your desk. Yeah.
So that's why like the lead is so pointed. Yeah. Because I used to just use my X-Acto blade to
get that point.
Yeah. So you can kind of see it like I've chiseled away.
I can. Yeah.
Tip, because that way I can get more of the lead. And sometimes if I'm like, I want to go back to the days of high school where I'm like shading like this. Like I use this for it. But this is the pencil I really, really love. It's the recycled Mitsubishi pencil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just have like a eraser cap in it because the eraser died. So I also use this to sign prints, and using a graphite pencil is better to sign prints because graphite is hard to reproduce. So no one can like make a copy of it. Yeah.
That's really smart. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm like, oh, no one can make a copy of my print. It's more just adding my personal touch, and this is like the perfect pencil with the sharpened correctly at the right point.
Ooh,
gives like a nice mark to sign my name like neatly.
Yeah.
And I guess like now that we're talking about pencils, I can show the 2 sharpeners I carry.
Ooh.
So also this pencil is just beautiful. Like look at it.
I know. I love the wood.
Just looks. I have a whole box of like 10 of these pencils. Oh my god. Like you know how some people are like that with like Blackwing pencils?
Yes.
I'm that about this pencil.
This pencil.
Yes.
This is it.
Yes. If you ever see this, buy this pencil. So I use this like M&R like little brass bullet sharpener for graphite. Yeah. And then this, I forgot what the brand was of this.
This one's NJK.
Yeah. Okay, it says NJK. Yeah. And this is for colored pencils. And apparently this particular sharpener is like slightly different than your regular sharpener because it's meant to be for softer leads, like because colored pencils are a softer lead. Right. So to prevent the lead from snapping. Because I remember when I was a kid and I would like sharpen my pencils over and over and over, and the worst would be like when I'm about to use it and already broken the sharpener. Right. Yeah. Or like it breaks while you're sharpening it. It's like very heartbreaking. It's more of a stout lead to prevent it from breaking, but this has been really great for my colored pencil. And then
we're making our way towards the bottom.
Yes, we're at the
bottom of the pen case.
The bottom of the well, like in Zelda.
Yeah.
There's like this,
I don't.
Yeah, in Ocarina of Time, there's this really scary side quest called Bottom of the Well, and that's how I treat like when I'm at the bottom of things. I'm like, it's the deep darkened.
Oh, no.
But it's like fun. We're safe here. This pencil case is a safe space.
Okay, good.
So these are my erasers, and
I love how round these are.
that's a potato.
Oh my
it's
god.
one of those Iwako erasers.
Wait, did you get this from us also? I feel like
remember.
this is like, I feel like I remember this.
Because I think you guys sold Iwako erasers, right?
Yeah.
Little Japanese. I would love collecting those.
We
I would
definitely
never
had
use
a potato at
Yeah,
one
and
point.
I think I felt like less precious about the potato, but now I'm sentimentally attached to it. So I do bring this in my pencil case.
Yeah.
This is like the Sakura foam eraser, and they had like a limited edition like color sleeve.
It's very
to it.
cute.
I really like these like dust-free foamy erasers.
Yeah.
And this one, I forgot what the name of it was, but it's that one with the blue sleeve. It's like the It's like, I'm gonna butcher the name, but it was like Kokumaru or something.
Oh, Matomaru Kun?
Yeah, Matomaru Kun.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this. I always forget what the name is because I'm like, I see
because
the
yours is like taken on this peach undertone that I don't
it's
recognize.
because of I erased the colored pencil with it. So
Oh,
that's why
okay.
it's picked up the pigment from it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, I
Yeah.
don't recognize
Yeah,
this peach
yeah.
eraser.
Yeah, just like, what is this? Yeah, so like the erasers look like they're chewed up because I do use them. Like I do a lot
Oh
of
my god,
erasing.
how funny. No, because we
Yeah.
talk about on our previous episodes, like how good is your eraser? Can it erase colored pencil? Can yours erase colored pencil?
I have a
This
specific
little guy.
I use that to pick up like light marks and like sometimes my softer colored pencil, like that red lead I showed you.
Oh yeah, like the
But,
Eno?
yeah. So I have another eraser, and this is the
sand.
the Tomomono sand
Yeah,
eraser.
yeah.
It's for typewriters, but this picks up colored pencil.
Oh,
Yeah,
good
I
to
would-
know.
I would also use this to pick up stray marks on when I would do silkscreen prints, because the silkscreen ink is like acrylic, and so it would be thick enough that you could like kind of scrape it off with a blade, or I would use this to like, if I accidentally splattered like the ink in little areas or little pinholes, I could just like go in with the erasers and like salvage the print like that.
Yeah, because you're basically just like sanding
You're
off
rubbing
like
off
a little
the-
layer
yeah,
of the
yeah,
paper.
Yeah. So that's
cool.
what it does. So I also have a typewriter. So
You do?
Yeah, I do. I like spray painted it yellow.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Yeah. I still have to bring it with me. It's so heavy.
Well, yeah, I feel like typewriters are not very mobile. But
But I want to have a dedicated space for it because, like, I wrote letters in the pandemic, but I want to like type letters.
I know. we've received a few typewritten letters, and it's so cool. It's like so special to get a typewritten letter.
Yeah. Plus, every machine is different, so sometimes the lettering is like ever so slightly different.
Yes, I know. I've seen this one person says it's like a script one, which I've never seen
yes,
before.
the cursive one.
Yeah, the
cursive
cursive
ones are
one.
so wild.
Yeah, I know. Very interesting.
I also have, I have one more pen that I was literally crying about because this is my favorite pen. This pen compares, like, just there's nothing that comes close to it. Like, I do have a pen in the other pencil case that I will share that is similar, but there's something about the body of this pen. It's from MUJI. This is the 0.25 tip size, and I had this like, I think it was like over 10 years ago.
Wow.
It's been a long time. Now
That's
I
a
feel like I'm
very
aging
long time.
myself. I was in like high school when I bought this, and they discontinued it. And I had like one other refill, but this is like the thinnest, like beautiful, smoothest, like just on any paper. And it came in such a variety of colors.
Ashley is nodding right now.
She understands. You understand. This pen,
She feels your pain.
like the moment someone recognizes this, like we immediately have a moment where we're like, why did they discontinue this? And there was like another blue color, and I wish I bought that blue. This is a dark blue, and they also have black, and it's just they also
it
have
is
more
very
colors.
fine.
Do you want to use it? It's so smooth.
Dare. It's like you're running out of ink in
No,
this
it's okay.
pen.
There's a lot because it's such a fine tip that that's what I also liked. It lasted a long time. Do you see how smooth it is?
Yes. Wow. It really is quite good. It's very fine.
Yeah, and it was also waterproof. So I would bring it with it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then now I guess we can get into like the not drawing utensils, like the supplies that I've kept here.
Yeah.
This was I forgot to show the eraser, but that was the Matomaru Kun eraser.
Oh, I've
but
never seen that.
in like stick form.
How funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I have two stamps from you guys. The Pilot Friction stamp.
Yeah, the erasable
And I have
one.
a flower and a froggy.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I freaking love frogs. Like literally my tattoo is a frog.
Oh
With,
my
like a
God.
flower petal hat.
And you have a frog sticker too.
And then I have a flower one, and the flower one's super cute. Ended up buying two of these because I'm a little sad that I can't refill the ink.
I know.
But it's also super cool that I guess like I don't like that it kind of like smudges, but you can erase it.
You
I guess
can
that's what
erase
is,
it, yeah.
But I love this. Every time I would write a letter with that gradient pen, I would like stamp around the letters like this. And it would just be, like super duper cute.
This one is so cute.
Yes.
The little
And
flowers.
just this shape, I just love
Yeah,
this shape.
very good.
Next, I have my X-Acto blade. So this is both a weapon, but also a tool for just, you know, like art.
No, for sure, yeah.
Because I also had a bone folder in here, but I would have a bone folder when I took my like zine, like in college, because I'd be like folding zines and I'd be cutting zines, so I'd carry my own bone folder and I would carry my own X-Acto blade, and I also have my little foldable ruler. It's pink.
I love that. It's so cute.
Yeah, I'm a little sad because this is in the metric system, so it's all centimeters. Which does make sense because it's just like the US and maybe like a few stray countries that use inches, and I'm like, literally why?
Yeah.
But I wish I had both.
Yeah, but at least you can use it as a straight edge.
Yeah, I do use it as a straight edge, like if I'm cutting stuff or if I have to like measure stuff or just like recalculate on my phone, like say inches. Then I have a couple of clips, and I use this for windy days, actually. These are teeny tiny, yes, I have so many of these. I have these to hold like
little... What is that even for?
I have a very intricate way of like closing chip bags that like
chip bags?
Yeah, like Julie and Emma, like we have these in our kitchen. Or like little bags of things where we're like, we don't know what to do with it. Like, how do you flip it? I have a specific way of closing it, so like it's like airtight. Yeah.
Really
but I use this to hold down pages of my sketchbook when it is windy.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like flying all over the place.
Yeah.
Or it's just efficient. It's just nice. Sometimes I just hold pages together or whatever. It's just a good thing to have.
Clip is a
and
good
I just
thing
love
to
the
keep on you.
design on this. I just like the way that it looks. It's
Yeah.
just very pretty. And then
I
guess I can show this. I don't know why I'm screaming over this. So
big reveal.
Big reveal. My first washi tape that I've ever designed.
Oh my god, so exciting!
This was like a huge. This was like. Do you want me to like roll it out?
Yeah, do it.
And then this is your Kokuyo.
Yes, I know.
That
Radhia loves this thing.
Yes,
she
literally
you like talked about it in one of your previous vlogs, right?
Yeah, the first time I showed this face on my vlog.
Yeah.
And I was like, we want to order from Yoseka. And I was like, good. If you come to New York City, come to Yoseka Station. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. There's about 30 kunis on here. Sorry, it could have been straighter.
There's 30 different kunis?
Yeah.
That's great. That's a lot. Usually I feel like the repeating section is about this. Like, wow! It keeps going.
Yeah. Where do we repeat?
Wait.
So we see the butterfly. Hold up. I'm gonna roll back. You see the
Well,
eggplant?
here, we're here.
Yeah, he's a little bun. Okay, so the bunny is where we end.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me be here.
Let me check out all these kunis.
My favorite one is the flower and the froggy.
Whoa, that's so cute.
So it was a repeat of like him in different poses, full body, and then him like a specialty kuni, like eggplant hat, flower hat, bunny hat, mushroom hat, froggy hat. And then this one is my favorite.
Is that one?
He's the wavy kuni because I pick him up and I love when you like can stretch out cats by wiggling them back and forth.
Yeah, Esther does not tolerate that, but I've seen videos
He
of other cats that
tolerates a
do.
But like every single kuni you see here has been in a pose that he's actually been in, or a hat that he's been in. Yeah.
I love that.
And
so this is him upside down?
Yeah, sometimes it's just upside down. I'm like, you good?
I love this one. He looks displeased.
Yeah, he has a bunny hat and he has this flower hat. But this froggy is the way that I've like ever since like people have been drawing frogs. I'm like, thank goodness it's coming back because people used to.
Wait, what do you mean ever since people have been
like
drawing
okay,
frogs?
I guess frogs like became a trend, but I was really happy because I remember when I was younger, people would be like, oh my god, frogs are gross. They're like slimy, and I'm like, I guess I don't like frogs.
Oh, frogs are a trend. People are drawing frogs on our testing pad.
They're finally getting the love they deserve. They're getting the love they deserve. So I was like, okay, like how do I make this in a way that's me? So I gave frogs like eyelashes. Like I love giving animals like eyelashes.
Oh my god.
It just looks funny. So that particular design, like even these earrings, like are like a Valentine version of it. So like these are like sculpted out of clay, and I was like, how do I put a twist on like my own design? I'm like making a Valentine version with like little heart cheeks.
I love it.
But I just had that as a hat for him.
And then I love this rain boot one.
Yes, he's wearing little rain boots.
Is that for real? He did that?
No, he does not have rain boots.
Okay.
But someone came up with that idea.
Get him some.
He does not tall. I tried to make him matching socks.
Yeah.
With me, he's like, cats just turn off when you put clothes on them.
Definitely not.
He tolerates hats though, which is good.
That's good. Yeah.
But this is the washi tape. I do like.
Congratulations on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with the way it came out, and like the design is super crisp, and it just is exactly the way I wanted it to look.
It looks so good.
Thank you. Yeah. So this was like something I've wanted to do for a long time in terms of manufacturing and like making my own products, making my own washi tape, and I want to make more designs. But I do carry around washi tape because if I have to paste something in my sketchbook or even my journal, like I like to carry around one thing of like tape. So it's just easy.
Makes sense.
And then up here we have the zippy top.
such a handy little compartment.
Yeah. So over here I just have some like note sheets. I carry Post-its, so like whenever I draw something and I'm like, God, I hate it. I put a like a Post-it over it, and I just draw over it, and it's like fine. That's like my solution. It's like a Band-Aid.
Oh my God, somebody else said that. Wait, was it you? I think it was said that.
I don't know. Maybe no. If it was someone else, you have to tell me.
Like very recently, someone said that to me, and I was Ashley's pointing to herself.
Everything. It's not just for notes, but yeah. Because people write to-do lists on here. I'm like.
Yeah,
didn't see it.
So funny. Okay.
Yeah. And then I have some of mine. These are some that aren't released yet, but I had the sketches in my sketchbook of these. This is something I've printed myself, but this is something that I manufactured. So this is a sheet of my memo pad, and I guess we can show that later because I brought gifts for you.
Yes.
I got so much stationery, so new products in my shop and some existing ones. So this is like little Kuni running around the perimeter, and it's like a little. It's not a sticky note, but it's just like a.
It's a little memo. Yeah.
So I just have that.
A little note.
But this is something new that I did. But like I couldn't figure out what color I wanted, and it was like a little mushroom.
I love the mushroom house. The mushroom house that you did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I refer to the mushroom house as the MUJI house because like I have like these funny like little baby words that I use with Kuni.
Yeah.
And sometimes with Julian too. And like. All of my friends laugh whenever I see like an animal because I'm like and then someone in my videos commented that like whenever I talk to Kuni I have a BMO voice like from Adventure Time.
Oh.
The little robot has like a specific voice.
Really?
And like he has a little bit of an accent, but someone referred to like my baby voice with animals as my BMO voice, and I was like, okay. Yeah, but I have like made up words, and like the MUJI house was like mushroom house.
Oh my God, I love these mushrooms.
Yeah, I love mushrooms. Yeah,
so does Ashley.
And then I have more stuff here. So I have this little, very old school.
Oh, like a little grip,
soft grip.
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And I bought this specifically for my Apple Pencil that I use with my iPad. So I draw. I illustrate on my iPad.
Right.
It's just been like a game changer for me. Very like convenient, more convenient than like a tablet and like a laptop in front of me.
For sure, yeah.
But the Apple Pen is like really hard to grip because it's so
it's
like it's also heavy. Like I've always had like dents on my finger from like gripping my pencils too hard.
Yes, I had that too.
I put this on, but what I didn't realize, what I forgot, is that the newer Apple Pencil is like magnetic, so I have to take this off every time I want to charge the pencil. Yeah, but when I do use it, I use this, and it makes it like if I'm drawing for a long period of time, it makes it a little less hellish for me to like use this. Yeah. And then this is more for my journaling, but I have your little Kokyo dot liner.
So useful.
Because it's also refillable. Love that.
Yes.
Because this is my go-to. I've been trying to like be a little more environmentally conscious because the refills are a little bit wasteful, but I like that it's refillable.
Yeah.
But I'll either use like glue stick when I'm at home, but when I'm outside, I have the convenience of this. Yeah. And then this is a correction tape, and it's like a retractable one. So let's correct. Oh, no, I'm using the wrong one.
The other end.
There we go. Yeah. And it has an eraser on the other end.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
oh, how clever.
Yeah. And this is also like refillable. Yeah, so I've had this from like high school.
Wait, as in you can erase the correction tape?
Oh, no, it's just like an eraser. I guess it's just like an all-in-one
like
correcting tool.
one.
Yeah,
I
it's
see.
like pencil or like pen.
Oh my gosh. I love that it's retractable. Very.
Yeah. It's also very slim and slick because some of the Bic correction tapes are just like chunky and they don't work smoothly and then they get all caught and wound, and like this one I can fix very easily because I can just like pop this area off and like fix it. Yeah, you can see how like the letters worn away because I've had it for so many years.
Is it mono?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really great. But that concludes this pencil case.
Wow, we've emptied this.
There was nothing else in here. Yeah, this is literally just, it's a toiletry case.
Yeah, but you were saying before how you like that it's like you zip it out and it's very like open and flat. I feel like it's a very easy format for you to like dig and find things, whereas like other ones you kind of have to like really, it might take you a second if you have this many things in your pen case to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, because the worst is when I have materials but I don't have like access to it. Like I've been rearranging my studio in a way where I have like all of my clay supplies in one box. I have all of my markers in one box and like I know exactly where everything is. So when I can see it, I feel more inclined and motivated to draw, because if I can't see it, I'm like, I have to go find it, or like why can't I find it, or like where is it?
Right,
but, like, if it's like organized and I can see exactly, or like can go like this and like interchange materials very quickly, it doesn't slow down my process. So that's really nice about this pencil case, and you can see it holds a lot, and it wasn't even entirely full, like it holds much more than that.
It would hold more than that.
Let's move on to
your
this.
mountain of stationery.
My mountain, this isn't even it. This is just the mountain that I gets the most love. There's a box of stationery that I haven't touched because I'm like, I just love pens.
Yeah, I understand.
So here is the smaller one, and I guess I can just pull everything out. Oh, there's another eraser in here. I think this is the small Tombow eraser. The
It looks like
teeny
it,
one.
yeah, like the plastic PVC one, yeah.
Yeah, and so here I have some similar items. So like, I've narrowed down like one of each thing. So I have some gel pens. See, I have another acrylic marker in here. I have a Faber-Castell like regular ink marker in here. 2 brush pens, and one like, this is a Prismacolor Poly Erase. You can see how like I use that sharpener.
You use
and
a
it's like
software one?
Yeah, and it's like a really like shorter tip. I will just love this color. Like, it's like a lilac, and
so pretty.
It erases pretty easily.
That erased so well.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love this. So I have these in like multiple colors. I have it in red, I have it in blue, and I have it in purple. And sometimes I just use this to sketch before I ink something, or I just use this to sketch because I think it's just fun to like have a sketch in a different color. And it comes with an eraser, and these are also really, really cheap, which is nice. Yeah. So I love this. And then this one's a little leaky sometimes, but I really love this. This is the Kuretake Fude Go Kochi in the fine tip. And it's also just like, it has like a really nice flex to it. It's a very stiff nib, so that way I'm not getting like too thick of a line too quickly. And it's like, can give like really nice like little lines like that.
Lines, yeah.
Yeah, and it's also like a deep, rich black. But it does get a little leaky sometimes. Sometimes I close it and it's like, you can see the inside of the cap is a little messy. But it does take a while to dry, and that's what I don't like about it, but the way that it makes marks is what I love about it. This is another one. I don't remember. Oh, this is a Kuretake pen. This is a disposable one. Okay. Most of these brush pens, I'm a little sad that they are disposable.
Yeah, I think it's because the brush tip gets worn down. Yeah.
There's that one I didn't bring with me, but the Pentel pocket brush pen. That one's refillable. But that one, like, you get thick lines very quickly because they're like
so
little
soft.
Bristles. Yeah, because it's so soft. Yeah. But I like a harder tip, but with a little bit of flex to it. But this one, this one's actually a little bigger than I like it. But I think this one, I would use this to sketch all the time in high school. I used to be really scared of like using good sketchbooks, so I had literally a composition, like a marble composition notebook.
Oh my god, really?
Pages. Yeah, so it had blank pages. It was like $2.
To sketch?
Yeah. But like, I made the best art in there, and I was like, why didn't I just get like use my like real sketchbook? Like, it was so like, it was like my safety sketchbook, and I remember using this pen all the time in it. And I think this is like my 3rd or 4th pen of this.
Oh wow!
So much, yeah.
And it wouldn't like leak through to the other side with that?
I mean, it would. Like the paper in like the composition of it was like so thin, but like that, it kind of had like a nice, I don't know, just like felt, it had more character. Like, because you could see on both sides of the page. Yeah, but it was like a well-loved sketchbook. I kind of wish that I got like used one of my actual sketchbooks for it, because I guess like when I didn't feel as scared, I like was more daring and more bold with like the way that I drew, and I was like, that's why I started being, that's why with my current sketchbooks, I'm like, no, I'm just going to do it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just going to do whatever I want. Yeah. So this was really, it was like a sentimental attachment to this pen. Yeah. Now we have the Faber-Castell marker. And same thing with my colored pencils. When I don't want to use like a pencil texture, I will fill in areas with this like beautiful color. You can see how like the colors, everything is like color coordinated.
Yeah. No, I know. This is like so your palette.
Yeah. This is also really nice for calligraphy.
It's gorgeous. I love that color.
Yes. Let's see. Let me share this color if anyone else likes it. The Lilac 239.
Okay, I like
Pitt artist pen. Yes, beautiful, amazing, love it. Another Posca. This one is I think like this one was the Japanese ones. They have blue pink too, but this one has Japanese writing on it because like.
It says Momo.
Yes, Momo.
I think that means peach. Yeah.
Yeah, I took 4 years of Japanese.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
That.
I actually, like, low-key, I'm pretty proud of myself because I took it to the AP level.
Oh,
and
wow.
That test is, like, made for native Japanese speakers.
Oh, my gosh.
And I scored, like, a 3 out of 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know where that, like, knowledge went, but I think I need to start watching more, like, Japanese shows and films.
It might come back.
Subtitles. Like, I fell off the anime train, but Julian really loves anime, so we've been watching Attack on Titan, and, like, I've been, like, I've tried to, we watch it, like, with the subtitles, so in Japanese with subtitles. So like sometimes I try not to look at it so I can like refresh.
You can try to understand.
Yeah, which is nice. It's really nice. Like, and also I would love to visit Japan, so having a bit of knowledge just to navigate and not be like completely lost, or like to be like, by the way, I don't eat meat, or like where is this thing? Like to be able to communicate that is But and also to read stuff. Like I feel like that's really really nice. So, yeah. So this is one of my pink markers. I love this pink. I just love when it's like opaque. Yes, like I love it. Just like, it's just, like, I love how, it's kind of like gouache. Like, when I'm too lazy to use gouache paint,
It is,
I will use my acrylic paint markers.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have a whole, like, variety of colors at home, yes. These are just the ones that I bring with me because I love using these colors so often. This is a pen that I really, really love. The cartridge, oh my god, I'm almost out of the ink. Yeah, it's like today. Empty. This is the 02 Preppy Pen by Platinum. It's a fountain pen. The refill does not match the color of the body because I liked the sizing of it, so I bought pink cartridges, took the blue ones out, and I put the pink ink in it, and you can already tell I love pink, but it's just so smooth. And I had a whole draw with me video on YouTube where I just stuck to this pen. I literally pulled out all these materials, I used this, and I was like, I'm not using anything else other than that. And
it's so good.
Drawing with this, yeah. And then I think these are the last two pens. We are finally down to like being done with both pencil cases. So my beef with the MUJI pen, well, I guess no beef because I'm vegan, but my complications with the MUJI pen was like not being able to find a pen that comes close to it. Yeah. This comes very close to it. It's just the body feels a little weird because it's shorter than a normal pen. Yeah. Also, you can't get refills for this. For a second, I thought there were refills, but you can't. So I don't like the fact that I have to like buy a whole new pen every single time. Yeah. But this itches the scratch that has left me sad after we decided to discontinue that pen. So this is the Pentel Sleechy 025. Okay. 025. And this one is very, very thin.
It is also very thin. This is the MUJI. Oh yeah, it comes really close.
And, like, I like using this blue color for line art. Like, I feel like I've abandoned like black line art, or if I'm drawing something, I will use black, scan it in, and then change the color of the line. But I think when I draw, I like to use like a dark purple or like this like ultramarine blue for line art, and I think that gives my work a level of dimension without being too flat. So there's sometimes I use black, but I have both because just this comes close, but it's never going to be the same as that MUJI pen. But
at least you still have a little piece of it.
Yeah,
a little
just
bit
like
left.
We're a little. Maybe MUJI will like listen. Maybe they'll find this video.
Yeah.
They'll listen. Yeah. So that's the last two pens. And
wow, this is your. This is Radhia's like pen case in one big mountain.
Yeah. The ideas come here and then printed out through my arm.
Yeah. So Radhia, you also brought your sketchbook today, which I thought would be cool to like kind of take a look at and see all of your pens and your pencils in action.
Yeah, this is just the current sketchbook I'm using. I've probably gone through like 15 to 20 throughout my ever since I started drawing. Yeah. From like middle school. And so this is, I don't know how to pronounce it entirely, so I'm sorry, because it's like a German brand. It's like Kunst und Papier. Okay. Yeah. And it's just, I love that it has so many pages. Like, that's what I like.
It does have so many pages.
It's like meant to hold dry media. Here, that was that ink that I bought from you guys. Yeah. And this is what I do. I just have like loose sheets of paper, and I like will test ink on it. Like, this was a fluorescent ink that I had. Yeah. It's
this is the Neko Yanagi.
Yes. And I was gonna do a whole illustration. So back when I am like fully like just have my studio set and everything's like chill and calm, I want to do a draw with me where I use this ink. Ooh. Because even though it's a calligraphy ink, it changes color, and it reminds me a lot of that color changing pen. So I would love to do an illustration where like maybe like over here you see like little differences, but imagine what that would look like in a full illustration. And I bought a glass.
That would be very yeah.
So I was like, ooh, like this was a glass dip pen in use. So I was like,
very cool.
Yeah. Let's see. This is like the butt end of my sketchbook is like where the weird stuff goes. It's like the experimental area, and like this was a whole page of the Color Erase pencil, the lilac Color Erase pencil. Okay. Yeah, so I just decided to sketch here. This was when I got the Mitsubishi pencil, the whole pack of it, and I went off. I was like, oh my god, I love this pencil. Yes. And this is like how I treat my sketchbook. I just have like a lot of different things. This was like a highlighter, and it was like a crayon waxy highlighter, kind of like the ones that you guys had, but it was like a different brand. Yeah. And it was like neon, and I just love to put everything.
I love how colorful everything is, and like how you draw everything and not just black, but like in different colors, like you said.
This is when the pandemic started, and I think I had so much time. I was like, let me retreat to my sketchbook. Let's see. I have more stuff here. This was a rainbow pencil. Oh my gosh. So I drew all this with the rainbow pencil. These were also some of the Sakura jelly rolls. There's just so much. Okay, so this is older work, but this is when I started really getting back into sketchbook again. This is like a layout for like one of my comics.
Cute.
I wanted to do like a risograph print. It's like a type of printing.
Yeah,
really cool
yeah.
printing, but with like the juices that I had growing up. So like the very regular American school lunch sun cup juices.
Oh my gosh.
And like the mango
you should do
juice.
stickers of these.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's
so
just
cute.
that, like my sketchbook is like the holy grail of all of my designs, like the foundation of it. And then you'll see here that like the sketch, like the bare bones of it turning into like actual products, like I'll flip through it. So it's just a matter of having time to actually execute it. So like I went from like literally getting laid off in the pandemic from like that art store that I worked at to being a full-time illustrator.
Right.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it was just wild. But now I'm like handling so many things. So I'm like handling my own admin work, emails, Patreon, YouTube. There's just so many things that like I found that I have less and less time to draw. But like I'm trying to make more time for that. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if I can find things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, see, more of that lilac color
Yes.
pencil. I do a lot of visual journaling, and I've been trying to draw people more often. But this is the pink pen, the fountain pen.
Yeah, the preppy.
Yeah, like I went to Coney Island, it's like Coney Island, and I just drew like all of the stuff. Like apparently seagulls nest in the sand like cats. Like, you know how cats turn into lobes? Like birds do that in the sand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So cute. They were just, but they were terrifying because I was eating like a
They're
pretzel.
aggressive.
They're so aggressive.
Yeah.
They're like,
oh, is this like the post-it thing in action?
Post-it in action. I messed it up. And I was like, no.
That's really cool though, actually. It's like a little window.
Yeah. Here I tried to use black pen, but then I was like, no, I don't like it. Back to color. And this is the rocket red, the Montana.
Oh,
so
yeah.
thick lettering with that. See, this is like some of the colored pencil. Post-it.
And this is like the
marker. Yes. Let's see. See another post-it.
Wow.
So with the little mushroom notepad that I showed you guys. So this was the initial. Like I haven't sent it off to manufacturing just yet because I'm working through the colors. But this was the sketch of it. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's the same.
I decided to not have the writing on it. That way people will have more space to write their own stuff on it.
Yeah. I think that was a good call.
And then I had like a little Pride Kuni sticker, and like I don't have it with me here because I haven't like sent it off to manufacturing yet. But this little tiny thing turned into a whole illustration. And then that was like the
washi,
the sticker for the washi label.
Yeah.
You see here, I have the design of how I wanted the washi tape to look like.
Wow.
And like this was just me doodling, and then eventually expanding into that.
Yeah.
And this was the original mushroom notepad, and it was just like this tiny little thing that I was like, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I decided to go back. Look back, use me as my own reference and just expand on that.
That's very cool. It went from this to that to this.
Yes. And then here I was working through little icons for my Patreon.
Yeah.
So I have like little tiers that are like named fun things like big loops, mighty mushrooms, small beans, like tiny tulips. So trying to figure out like little spot illustrations for that.
So cute.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to. Oh, this was like paint.
Yeah.
And I was like got a big paintbrush out, and this is when I worked with BuzzFeed to paint those overalls. And I was just like trying to figure out what designs I wanted. This is like how I wanted those pencil cases to look like. I worked on some patchwork pencil cases, and I wanted the handle, like the little pull tab, to be little pom poms.
Yeah.
And it ended up working out.
I love how this is like your brain, like it translated.
It's literally like the sketchbook is a very sacred space to me. It's the physical space where my ideas get to have a home, and then from there it gets to be in other people's homes.
Yeah. That's so cool.
And then this was the draw with me that I did on YouTube. I have a whole video where I, from start to finish, like from there, you see me starting to use these pens.
Oh my god!
And like these little loops became motif in my work.
Yeah.
Because that's how I test pens. Like if it feels right doing these little loops, I'm like, this is good. I'm taking it home with me.
Right.
And so it just started out here, and on Instagram I took suggestions of what people wanted me to draw, and I just interpreted it in my own way, and
how
it just
fun!
filled up the whole page.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Let's see. There's just more sketches. Oh, so here, the little froggies that I draw. So I decided to have like my own twist on it. They're like, I call it like the eyelash froggy because it's like a little frog that looks like really weird and has eyelashes. So I decided to do like Valentine version ones because I also have these as earrings. Like I sculpt little clay earrings, and I'm wearing them right now. So I wanted to test out the paint. and see like what shade of lilac I wanted, what shade of red I wanted. So this was just the test for it. And see, these are the initial little icons for Patreon. But
wow.
Let's see if I have more stuff. Oh, literally here. So I wanted to make a do not bend stamp.
Yeah.
That was like my own.
Yeah.
And so I have a little bit of Queenie crying. He's like, please don't bend me. And it's like handle with care. It's like, please don't bend.
And you had these stamps made. Oh,
yeah, so they're little stamps.
I want that stamp. You should sell that stamp.
Yeah, people were asking, like, do you sell your stamps? And like, I don't know how to feel about it yet because it's like my design on someone else's.
Yeah.
But I want it to be exclusive with like my packaging. So I'm not sure, but I might have like produce a stamp where I do feel comfortable with people like buying it, because I know I have another illustrator friend named Nisi, and they make like little stamps. I forgot their it's like Nicey Time is their like Instagram, and they do like little stamps like good job or like mail time or like snail mail.
Yeah.
And so like they sell those little stamps.
So cute.
Yeah. So I feel like I would make like separate designs that I feel comfortable like selling as like little stamps. And then here is like the layout of like a digital printable I have on my website, and it's like an open calendar, and like Kuni is where you write the month and you can put the days, and there's like a little note section. And this is the Radhograph calendar I shared on Instagram recently. Even if it's just something I'm barely visualizing like in my mind, I just like to get it out so that I don't forget about it.
Right.
So
yeah.
when I want to get back to it or have the time to get back to it, I can just look back and then expand on that. But that's pretty much how I've utilized my sketchbook, and you can see like this is also where I take illustrations and turn them into products. Or sometimes I have a tier on my Patreon where I share spreads of my sketchbook, and people will be like, oh, that would look really great as like a print or a sticker or something.
Yeah.
And so I will pull that and then I'll expand it, and then they become products. So do you want to share like
yes,
little
speaking
gifts?
of which, Radhia brought gifts today for all of us, and so we get to see some of like the ideas that were born in her sketchbook and how they translated into real life. They're so cute. Okay, so this was one of my favorite things that Radhia brought to us. It's an enamel Uni pen, and it's glow in the dark. Explain how it works again. You hold it up to a light.
Like my dad showed me this. I was like, why does my dad know this information? But like he's just really weird. He just like knows weird pieces of information. But he was like, oh, if something is glow in the dark, you hold it up to an artificial light, like a fluorescent light, and that like recharges whatever the chemicals they use to make the like particles that cause it to be fluorescent, like glow in the dark. And if you hold it up, like that's how you recharge it.
And so Queen's eyes become glow in the dark, which are so perfect.
I usually
for
use
a
my
cat
phone
pin.
camera to because everyone has like a phone camera, so it's easier. So like these glow in the dark really nicely.
I can't wait to see.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to fight over this one with everyone
I will
here.
have more, but some of the things that I brought are newer items. Some of them are old, but most of them are newer. So things that I will have in my shop update. It's just been taking a while because of moving and like transitional period of my life and like getting Kuni to accommodate for the new space. So like this is like the newer stuff, and I'm like, really excited because I feel like enamel pins feel like very like official, and like Washington feels like very official, and I feel like my branding is starting to solidify because it's not just stickers and
no, it's so good.
So I'm like, it's gonna withstand the test of time. And on the back there's like a heart clutch.
I know, it's so cute, and it's pink. And then all of these Kuni stickers, obviously the little tulips one that you mentioned earlier, like these little frog eyelash earrings that. Well, like this is a sticker, but there's also an earring version. These are so cute. And I love, this one's a magnet. This little Kuni with a plant is so adorable.
That's also the little icon on my business card.
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. So, and this is Kuni with like the little frog hats. Kuni with more
I just had I brought as many as I could so you guys could share, but this is like that little Patreon tier. It's like the tiny tulips that turn into stickers.
This is so cute. And then this is like Kuni little
sticker sheet.
Like,
yeah, it's
board.
like a mini sticker sheet.
So cute. Oh my gosh. And then the memo pad that we were talking about earlier, it's very cute.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll use, we use memos to write notes to people in their orders. Maybe I'll send some of these out to people in the universe. So yeah, these are all so cute. And it's really, really cool to see like the beginning sketch of them in your sketchbook and how it translates to like a real life thing. It's really cool. Thank you so much for bringing them to us.
I could not come here empty-handed. It's just like, it's been a year. Like I have so many things that I made. There's so many things I want to share with you guys.
Yay! Well, so that is pretty much it for today's inside my pen case. Radhia gave us so much to think about and like talk about, like all of these stationaries. A lot of things like I haven't ever seen before. I haven't thought about using like the markers in that particular way, so it's really, really cool. And hope you guys enjoyed this episode and hopefully learned something new about like a pen or a pencil that you haven't heard of before.
Thanks for having me again. And like, I love putting people onto things. Like, I love, you see how I use things not in the way it's meant to be, and I find other ways to like utilize it.
Exactly.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye.